Hello students, welcome back to Infinite Adhan. Today in this particular video we will discuss about a new topic, that is multiplication of integers. In this we will discuss a few rules how to multiply two integers, and then we will start solving our exercise 1.2. Okay, so here are our two rules, that is how can we multiply integers. Our first rule is the product of two positive integers with like sign is equal to the product of their absolute values with positive sign. So we have to understand this. The product of two positive integers with like sign means what? Like sign, that is same sign, whether may be positive or negative, that is in both the cases, that is both the integers must be positive or must be negative, is equal to the product of their absolute values. Now absolute values means what? Absolute value is what? The numerical value of any particular number is equal to the product of their absolute values. Now in for example 4 into 4, now we will okay, for example minus 4 into minus 4. Now we will forget about the negative sign, we will just find the product of their absolute value. So absolute value of minus 4 is what? 4. So we will find 4, we will find the result of 4 into 4, that is 16, isn't it? This is the absolute value, product of their absolute values with positive sign, and the sign will be what? Sign will be a positive. If in both the cases, that is if both the integer is positive, then sign will be positive definitely. And now if both the integers is negative also, then also the sign will be positive. For example, I have shown you 4 into 6, 4 into 6 is 24. So positive into positive equals positive. Now next is negative, minus 4 into minus 6, this result is also 24. Since negative into negative equals positive, that is if we multiply two negative numbers, the numbers become positive. Clear? Okay. Our next rule is the product of two integers. Now in our first case it was what? That is both the integers, that is both the sign of the integers must be same, either positive or negative. So next case will be what? The sign of both the integers may not be same. So if may not be same, we will follow this rule. The product of two integers with opposite sign is equal. That is opposite sign means what? One is if one is positive, another will be negative, is equal to the product of their absolute values. In that case also we will find the product of their absolute values. Clear? Absolute values means what? As I told you, the numerical value of any particular number. In that case also we will find the product of their absolute values, but sign will be negative with look here, product of their absolute values with negative sign. For example, 4 into minus 6, 4 into minus 6 equals minus 24. So this is our main formula, that is positive into negative equals negative, or negative into positive equals negative. If one is positive, another is negative, our result will be negative. Now if both is positive, our result will be positive. If both is negative, our result will be positive. Clear? We will follow only these two rules. That is, these two rules are most important for solving our exercise 1.2. So now let's start our exercise 1.2. So now we are here with our first question of our exercise 1.2, and the first question is find each of the following products. So 6 into minus 12. So look here, one number is positive, another number is negative. So what will be our result? Our result will also be negative. So let's start. Let solution, then 6 into minus 12. So how can we multiply? With if we take minus common, also like this we can also solve. Like if we take minus common, it will be 6 into 12. Now 6 into 12 is how much? 6 into 12, it is 72, and we will put this minus sign, and here we will write since positive into negative equals negative. this is this is one process. How can we solve? Now another process is direct. We can directly write minus 72 like this. After writing this line, okay, let me write 6 into minus 12. So direct line, I will directly write 6 into 12 is how much? 6 into 12, it is 72. 72, then we will directly put minus sign, and here we will write since positive into negative, since positive into negative equals negative. Clear? I think this is better for you, right? No need to take the common and then no need to multiply. Direct we can multiply. These are very easy questions. So I hope this is clear to you, right? Okay, now let's move to our second one. Here we have three numbers. There is three integers, isn't it? First one is 10, next one is minus 6, next one is minus 1. So how can we multiply? Let us first multiply these two, and then we will multiply the result of this with this. What I have told you, let us first multiply two integers. Therefore, for first case we will take 10 into minus 6, then we will find a result, right? And then we will multiply the result with minus 1. Okay, so 10 into minus 6 will be what? 10 into minus 6, it will be minus 60. After this, clear? 10 into minus 6, minus 60, then into minus 1. We will write in bracket since positive into negative equals positive. Clear? Because here we have multiplied one positive with another negative, our result will also be negative. Look, this is a negative sign. Okay, our next will be what? Next number is, now we have both numbers which are negative. Look here, minus 60 and minus 1. So as per rule 1 says as that when the product of two integers with same sign is always a positive. So our result will be 16 to 1 is 60, and sign will also be a positive sign. In bracket we will write since negative into negative equals positive. So this is our required answer. This is very easy, right? Okay, so next question is minus 12 into 5, minus 12 into 5 into 12. This is not necessary to solve all the questions, right? I will solve only 5 questions and the remaining is your homework, because if I start solving all the questions, it will take more time and it will be you will be feel bored. Minus 1 into minus 5, minus 1 into minus 5 into minus 7, then minus 2. Look here we have multiplied 4 integers and all of them are negative. So how will we multiply? First case we will take 2 integers, we will find the result, and then in this case also we will find will multiply the 2 integers, and then we will find result, and then we will multiply their result with each other. We can multiply directly. 1 into 5 is how much? 5. 5 into 7 is 35. 35 into 7 is 70. We can directly write, because you will not understand it. Okay, so let's start. Solution: minus 1 into minus 5 into minus 7 into minus 2. So first case, let us multiply these two. Minus 1 into minus 5, minus 1 into minus 5 will be 5. Clear? Give here second bracket. minus 1 into minus 5 will be 5, then into minus 7 into minus 2, minus 7 into minus 2 is how much? 7 into 2 is what? 14. So we will write since negative into negative equals positive. Up to this clear? Okay. So now we will multiply 5 with 14. So 14 into 5 is 70, right? Isn't it 70? Yes, this is 70. So our result will be 70. Okay, this is how we can multiply any integers, maybe with maybe it may be a positive or negative, or both may be positive or both may be negative, with numerous integers, right? Maybe there are 10 integers, we can also find their product. So this is how you will solve the remaining questions, and the remaining questions will be your homework. Now let us move to our next question, that is question number 2. So our question 2 is find the value of 3276 into 3 minus 3276 into 2. Now look, if we multiply first these two integers, then if we multiply these two integers and then if we subtract, it will take time, isn't it? So now we will use some one property, that is distributive property. It tells us that if any integers, that is if three integers a, b, c are in the form, suppose a into b plus c, if the three integers are in the form, that is a into b plus c, we can write it like this: a into b plus a into c. Up to this clear? So these are in this form, right? Okay. Then another one is if three integers are in this form also, we can write we can expand it in the form a into b minus a into c. So look here, this expression, that is consider this is a and this is as b, this is a and this is c. Clear? So look, a, then into, then b, then minus, a, then into c. So this expression is in which form? This form, a into b minus a into c. Clear? If we give bracket here, it will be better to you understand. So let's give bracket. So now this is clearly visible, right? That is, this expression is in the form this. Okay. So now how we will multiply? Whether we multiply serially, that is first 3276 into 3, then 3276 into 2, like this, or any other way. We will choose the other way. Sorry for the disturbance. Right. Look how we multiply. It will take only a few seconds. So we will follow our distributive property, right? So distributive property, if we take the reverse, that is our expression is in this form. Now if we write this form, clear? Our expression, our question is in which form? This form, right? In this form, in our question. So now if we write this form, let us write and see what happens. 3726 into 3 minus 3276 into 3 minus 3276 into 2. So now if we write in this form, we will take common a. So here a is which one? 3276, then into, then bracket b is what? 3 minus c is what? 2. So now look, 3276. Now 3 minus 2 is how much? 3 minus 2 it is 1. Clear? 3 minus 2 is 1. Now we know if any number is multiplied with 1, the result is the number itself. So it will be 3276. Very easy, right? We can find it in a seconds, right? In a few seconds. So this is how we can multiply or we can find the product of integers, right? When there is 4 integers, we can we can find it in this way. So this process takes also less time. Now you can try yourself. Now you can solve this one time in this method, and you can solve the you can find the product by usual method. By usual method means what? First find the product of these two, and then find the product of these two, and then subtract. You will see, you will take more than 2 minutes time in that case. Now in this case only 20 seconds, 20 seconds is enough, right? Okay, so now let's move to our next one, that is 8964 into 2, sorry, into 1. 8964 into 1. Oh. 8964 into 1, then plus 99, plus 99 into 8964 into 8964. Okay, I am looking that in the questions in your book there is no bracket, right? If you give bracket, it will be better for you, it will be better for you to understand. So in this question also we will give bracket. So if we give bracket, we can easily find out which one is common, right? That is, which one is A in that case. Okay, now this is positive, right? So this is in this form. So in this case also, if we take common, consider this is A, this is B, this is C, this is A. Clear? Now if we take common as what will be the common? Common will be A, isn't it? Okay, so let's start. Okay, so what we'll take? We'll take common 8964. 8964. If we take common, then give into sign. After 8964, what is the sign? It is the into, right? That is multiplication. Then after multiplication, what is? We will give bracket 1. Then after 1, what is the sign? It is plus. Then which number? It is 99. Then bracket close. Then 8964 into 1 plus 99 is what? 100. So 896400. This is very easy, right? Just write the number and put how many zeros are there. If it is 10, we have put we'll put here 0, only 1 0. If it is 1000, we'll put here 3 0, like this. So does it take any time? No, it doesn't take any time. So if we use the properties of multiplication or subtraction or addition, it will definitely help us in saving our time. So this is how we can solve our question number 2. Okay, so now let's move to our next question, that is question number 3 of our exercise 1.2. So our next question is verify the following. Here this is 23 into 7 plus 2 equals 23 into 7 plus 23 into minus 2. That is, we have to verify. So this is what our LHS and this is our RHS. So we have to verify there is equal sign, right? We have to verify that is LHS equals RHS. Now by looking, we can say this is which property? This is distributive property. We have expanded this form, right? There is 23 into 7, 23 into 7, then plus sign, plus, then again 23 into minus 2. So by definitely we can say that both sides will be equal, right? So now by saying this is not our we can't write in our answer script, right? We have to prove that both these sides are same. So let's start our solution. Let's start with LHS. LHS will be like this. So our next step will be 23 into 7 minus 2. Now 7 minus 2 is how much? 5. So 23 into 5 is 5. 5 into 3 15. 1. Then 2 into 5 is 10. 11. 1 1 5. Clear? This is our LHS. Now RHS. RHS is 23 into 7 plus 23 into minus 2. Clear? Okay. So first case we have to multiply 23 with 7, isn't it? So 7 into 3 is 21. 21. 2. 7 into 2 is 14, 15, 16. 1, 6. 16, right? Okay, then give plus sign. Then give bracket. Now in our studying I have told you that one rule, we have two rules. If both the number is positive and if both the numbers is negative, our result will be what? Positive. Now if one number is positive and another number is negative, our result will be negative. Clear? Look here one number is positive and another number is negative, so our result will be negative. So give negative sign. Now 23 into 2, see 3 into 2 is how much? 3 into 2, 6, and 2 into 2 is 4. So 1, 6, 1. Now plus minus is minus 46. Clear? Okay. Now let us subtract 146 from 161. 1, 6, 1 minus 4, 6. So 11 minus 6, it is 5. 5. Then here left how much? 5. 5 minus 4 is 1, 1. So it is 1, 1, 5. So look, LHS is also 115, RHS is also 115. So we can write therefore LHS equal RHS, and hence this equal this. Okay, let's write. So how do you write? Therefore LHS equals RHS. So this is how we can verify whether that is both the terms. This is one term, right, and this is another term. That is both the terms are equal or not. So our next question, that is Roman 2 of our question number 3, is minus 18 into minus 3 plus minus 5 and minus 18 into minus 3 plus minus 18 into minus 5. We have to verify, and that is LHS equals RHS. So let's start. So first of all we will write solution, then LHS. LHS equals what? Minus 18 into minus 3 plus minus 5. So minus 18 into minus 3. Now look, plus minus, it is minus, so it will be minus 5. So minus 18 into minus minus is what? Minus minus is plus, but sign will be minus. Minus 8. Okay, now if you multiply minus 18 with a minus 8, now as per rule 1, if 2 positive, if 2 negative, the result will be positive. Okay, so 18 into 8 is what? For 144. So sign will be positive. So our LHS is 144. Now let's find our RHS. Left hand side, right hand side. Our RHS is minus 18 into minus 3 plus minus 18 into minus 5. So look, minus 18, if we remove the bracket, it will be like this: minus 18 into minus 3 and plus minus 18 into minus 5. So now 18 into 3. 18 into 3 is how much? 18 into 3, 8 into 3 is 24. 2, 3 into 1 is 3, 5, 54. So this is 2, both are negative, so it will be positive. Then plus. Then 18 into 5. 8 into 5 is 44. Then 5 into 1 is 5, then 9, 90. And both are negative, so it will also be a positive 1. Now 90 plus 54. 90 plus 54 is how much? 144. So look, here LHS is also 144 and RHS is also 144. So can we write therefore LHS equals RHS, and after that you can write hence this one equals this one. So this is how we can verify whether LHS equals RHS or LHS not equals RHS. If it was any other number and if this is any other number, so in that case we will write since LHS not equals RHS, therefore this not equals this. These are very easy questions, right? So our next question is question number 4. Here the question is find the multiplicative inverse of the following. So before finding the multiplicative inverse, let us know what is multiplicative inverse. Okay. So now for any number a, for any number let us consider a number a, its multiplicative inverse is 1 by a. Now one thing is what, when we multiply a number, when we multiply a number with its multiplicative inverse, the result is always be 1. That means if we multiply a number with its multiplicative inverse, their result will always be 1. For example, let us look here. If we multiply a with its multiplicative inverse, that is 1 by a. Now a numerator into numerator will multiply, right? A divided by a. Now a divided by is how much? It is 1. বুঝছো মানে কি মাল্টিপ্লিকেটিভ একটা নাম্বার আর তার মাল্টিপ্লিকেটিভ ইনভার্স যদি মাল্টিপ্লাই করা হয় তে তার রেজাল্ট কী দেব, তার রেজাল্ট সবসময় 1 আইব, ওটাতে কী দেখো মাল্টিপ্লিকেটিভ ইনভার্স. ওকে, সো নাও this is our main form of a multiplicative inverse, that is if a is a number, its multiplicative inverse will be 1 by a. Okay, now our first number is 6. So we'll write solution, then multiplicative inverse of 6. Multiplicative inverse of 6 is, you have to write this formula and give a box, right? So multiplicative inverse of 6 equals 1 by 6. The next one, this is 1. The next one, multiplicative inverse of minus 1 by 3 equals what? What will be the result? It will be, look, if I divide like this, the result will be, this 3 will be reciprocal, right? So it will be 3 divided by minus 1, so it will be minus 3. Clear? Okay. So now look, if we multiply minus 1 by 3 with 3, that is minus 1 by 3 with 3, with minus 3, the result will be what? The result will be, look, now numerator into numerator, it is how much? 3. Now as it is minus minus, it will be plus, right? And denominator is also 3. Now 3 divided by 3 is what? 3 divided by 3 is 1. So that means our multiplicative inverse of minus 1 by 3 is minus 3. To find multiplicative inverse is very easy, just divide the number with 1. So here also I have divided the minus 1 by 3 with 1. So I have find out the multiplicative inverse of minus 3. So next number is minus 4. So multiplicative inverse of minus 4, right here 3. Multiplicative inverse of minus 4 equals how much? It will be 1 by minus 4. Clear? Okay. Our next is minus 5 by 2. Minus 5 by 2 equals what? What will write? We will write 1 divided by minus 5 by 2. So it will be, it will go to reciprocal, right? Here this 2 will go in the numerator, so it will be 2 divided by minus 5. So this is our multiplicative inverse of the following numbers. So now you can find any multiplicative, if you find multiplicative inverse of any number, how we can find? We have to just remember this equation or this expression, a equals 1 by a. Clear? Very good. Okay, so now let's proceed to our next question, that is question number 5. Okay, so our next question is determine the integer whose product with -1 is 23 minus 47 0. So here the question is a bit different type of questions. Here we have to find a particular integer, and in the product of that integer with -1, the integer must be a specific integer whose product with -1 will give result 23, then 40 minus 47 and 0. So how will you find? Okay, now we know that when we multiply any number with 1, we got the result 1. Up to this clear? Okay, that means here the number is what? 1. Here the number is -1. Okay, now consider for some time you think that there is no minus, there is only 1. Now determine the integer whose product with 1 is 23. Read the question like this. So now which number we will multiply with 1 to get the result 23? We will multiply 23, isn't it? Because we know if we multiply any number with 1, the result will be the number itself. Up to this clear? Okay. That means if we multiply any number with 1, we will get result the number itself. Now consider. Now you have to consider this minus sign. That means determine the integer whose product with -1 is 23. Now we know if we multiply two negative numbers, the result will be what? The result will be positive. So here the result is what? Positive. Up to this clear? Okay, let me explain again. First case you forgot about this -1. First case you forgot this minus. Okay, let me know. So our question will be what? Determine the integer whose product with whose product with 1 is 23. Now we know if we multiply any number with 1, we get the result same, we get the result as the same number, right? The result will be the same number. Now if we multiply, now our result is 23. Now if we multiply 23 with 1, we will get result 23. After this clear? So we have find out that number, our number will be 23. Now here the question is what? A bit different. If we multiply if the product with -1, now here -1. So what will do the minus? For this we have to recall our first two rules. The first rule says us that if we multiply two negative numbers, we get a positive number. So here our result is what? Positive. Up to this clear? Positive, right? And our number is what? 23. বুঝছো নি কিতা ইনো কোশ্চেন কিতা কইছে যেন কইছে একটা নাম্বার কোন নাম্বারের লগে আমরা মাল্টিপ্লাই করলে -1 রেজাল্ট হবে 23 তা আমরা জানি কিতা যদি if we multiply any numbers with 1, we get the result itself. Clear? Okay, এর বাদে কিতা কইছে এখন তো আমরা 1 into 23 আনসার কিতা 23 না, 23 এর লগে 1 যদি মাল্টিপ্লাই করি তো 23 আইবো, এর মানে আমরা নাম্বার একটা কিতা আইবো 23. এখন পরে কিতা কইছে -1 হই দিছেন আমি here in question it is said that it is -1 and the result is what? 23. Now we already know which is that number, the number is 23. Okay, now we have to think whether it will be positive now 23 or it is negative 23. For this we have to see this sign. Here this sign is what? Minus, but here this sign is plus. And for this we have to recall our first rule. Our first rule says that if we multiply two negative numbers or two positive numbers, we get the result positive. So here is 1 is negative, so other number will also be a negative number, clearly, right? Because our result is positive. So let us write first one, solution -23. So this is our number, right? -23 will be our required number. Okay, you can write directly like this, right? Now for checking you can multiply -23 into -1. Now minus it will be plus, 23 into 1 is 23. So this is our required answer. Clear? Okay, now 47. Our next number is 47, minus 47. Now look, here if we multiply, now again we have to multiply minus 1, we have to multiply 47 with minus 1, right, to get the result 47. বুঝছো নাকি? এখন তো আবার আমরা সেম 1 এর লগে 47 মাল্টিপ্লাই করতে লাগবো না, আমরা নাম্বার কিতে ফেলেছি 47 ফেলেছি। এখন আমরা কিতে করতে লাগবো, দ্যাট ইজ উই হ্যাভ টু ফাইন্ড whether the 47 is positive or negative. So for that case we have to look both their sign, that is here also minus 1, here also minus 47. Clear? Now we have to find our result is minus 47, that is we have to find our product minus 47. For that case we have two rules, right? Our second rule says us that if we multiply one positive and another negative, we got the result negative. Clear? মানে কি যদি আমরা একটা পজিটিভ নাম্বার আর একটা নেগেটিভ নাম্বার দিয়ে মাল্টিপ্লাই করি, আমরা কিটা রেজাল্টটা নেগেটিভ হয়। সো হিয়ার আওয়ার রেজাল্ট ইজ নেগেটিভ, ইজন্ট ইট? And here one of the number is already negative, so the next number will be what? Next number will be positive. So we will write a solution or answer. Next number will be 47. Clear? For checking, let's check. Minus 47, 47 into minus 1, it will be minus 47. Clear? The next is 0. Now look, if we when we get a result 0, if we multiply any number with 0, we get the result 0. So that directly we can write the number is 0. If we multiply any number, any negative number with 0, the result will always be 0. So this is our or this is how we can find out the number. Clear? Isn't it this is easy, right? Okay, we just have to know the rules, then the answer will directly come. So now let's move to our next question, that is question number 6. So our next question is using convenient grouping evaluate. That means we have to evaluate, that is we have to find their values, right? How we can find the values? By using convenient grouping, that is we have to we can make suitable groupings to make the expression, to make the question a easy one, and then we can evaluate, that is we can find out the answer. Okay, so now let's start. Okay, now look, if we multiply direct negative sign with negative sign, it is very easy, right? If we know when we multiply two negative numbers, the result is always positive. Okay, why I have choose these two negative numbers first? Now look, if I multiply this positive this negative with positive, our first case we have to give one negative sign, then again if that negative number with another negative number, then positive sign, it is a bit different type, it is a bit clumsy, right? Okay, that means we have to look to this sign twice. Okay, so for better understanding and for and the result, that is we cannot give a chance, that is we cannot take chance for wrong result, right? We have to give our 100%. Okay, so I have choose this 2 1, I have choose this both, that is 5 and minus 5 and minus 60. Now we can also multiply minus 5 and minus 60 easily. Clear? Now if you have to multiply 5 with 19, there are many who don't know multiplication table with 5 and 19, and there are also many who will not able to find the product of this two result with 60, isn't it? It will be difficult for them. So I have choose these two numbers such that all can understand and all can solve the question. Okay, so let us first multiply this minus 5 and minus 60. Okay, let me first write this expression. Now minus 5 into minus 60 into 19. Now minus 5 into minus 60, it will be what? Look, if you don't know the multiplication table, now just look, 5 into 6 is what? 5 into 6 is 30. Then directly put this 0. What sign? What will be the sign? It will be a first rule, right? If two integers is negative, the result will be positive. So it will be 300. Now 300 into 19. how much? Okay, if you don't know, 300 into 19, multiply 19 with 3. 19 with 3 is how? 3 into 9 is 27, 2, 3 into 1 is 3, then plus 2, 5, 57, then directly put these 2 zeros. So we got result 5700. So this is how we can solve this type of questions. Clear? Okay. So now let's move to our next one. 25 into 31 into minus 4. into 31 into minus 4. So how we will solve this? Okay. Now we know 25 into 4 is how much? 25 into 4 it is 100. So we will multiply 25 with 4. Clear? Okay. Now if we have to just find out any way, by any sort, if we find one number, either it is 10, 100, 1000 like this, if we find any number like this, then we can find the product of any, we can find the product, right? Because it will be very helpful for, it is very helpful for us, right? It is very easy to find the product of any one number with 1, 10, 100, 1000. We'll just put that number and we'll count how many zeros are there. Clear? So that I have choose this. Now I have choose these two numbers. 25 into 4, I know 25 into 4 is 100. Now if this product of these two number is 100, now I will directly put this number and I will directly put this 2 0. So I will get the result. So solution 25 into মানে বুঝছেন কিটা কেটা কইছি আমি তো ওলা নাম্বার চুকাই মুজেন যে দুইটা নাম্বার প্রোডাক্ট হলে কিতে হইব आंसर কিতে 10 মানে কি জিরো ওলা নাম্বার আইব বুঝছেন 10 100 1000 ওলা নাম্বার আইব তো ইলা নাম্বার আইলে কিতে হইব আমরা ডাইরেক্ট হ নাম্বার বইয়া আমরা প্রোডাক্ট করতে ইজি নেন হ নাম্বার বই ডাইরেক্ট জয়টা জিরো আছে বই দিম শেষ so now 25 into minus 4 into 31. Now here one number is positive, another number is negative, so our number will be negative 1. So negative 25 into 4 is 100 into 31. Again here one number is negative, another number is positive, so our result will also be a negative 1. Now 3100. This is very easy, right? Okay. So this is how we you can solve the remaining two questions. Very easy, these are very easy, right? And if you don't, we will discuss in our next class. So now let's move to our next question, that is question number 7. Here we have to verify the questions. Okay, we'll verify, no problem. Okay, so now let's move to our next question, that is question number 7. Here the question is, in this question we have given some values of A, B and C, then we have to verify that LHS equals RHS. This is same as earlier one. We have to verify, this is also in distributive property, right? Okay, so first of all let us substitute their values, that is let us put the values of the certain letters. So let us write solution, then LHS equals what? B into A plus C. Now in place of B, value of B is minus 2, then value of A is 3 and value of C is what? Minus 1. Up to this clear? Okay. Now minus 2 into plus minus is what? Plus minus, it is minus. Plus minus, it is minus, and sign will be what? Sign will be of the greater number. Plus minus is minus and sign will be of greater number. Here greater number is what? 3, and 3 is positive, so it will be what? Okay, first of all let us think, plus minus is minus, so 3 minus 1 is how much? 3 minus 1 it is 2. Now think about the sign. Sign will be of the greater number, so greater number is what? Plus 3 is positive, so it will be also positive. So now minus 2 into 2, minus 2 into 2 is how much? 2 into 2 is 4, and sign will be what? Negative. This is for about rule 2, right? Okay. Now RHS. Now B into A, BA. Now B into C, BC. Now B into A, B value of B is what? Minus 2, value of A is 3, then plus B, value of B is what? Minus 2, isn't it? Then plus minus 1. Sorry, it will be into. After this clear, we have done nothing here, we have just put the values, right, or substitute the values. Now minus 2 into minus 2 into 3, minus 2 into 3 will do what? Minus 6, then plus, okay, then give bracket, then minus 2 into minus 1, what will be the result? Minus 2 into 1 is what? 2, so it will be minus 6 into 2, minus 6 into 2. Minus 6 into 2 is how much? It is minus 12. I have done something wrong. B into A plus C, B into A plus C, B into A plus B into C. B, value of B is how much? Value of B is minus 2, value of A is 3, value of C is minus 1. Up to this clear? Okay, then I put the value of B, then value of A is what? Value of A is 3, then minus 1. Okay, then plus minus is minus, plus minus is minus. Now 3 minus 1 is 2, so it will 2 minus 2 into 2 is 4, minus 4. Now for this case, sorry, here the sign is what? Here the sign is plus, right? I have written here here the sign is plus. Clear? Is it is plus sign, right? Okay, now plus 6 minus 6 plus 2, plus 6 minus 2, it is plus 6 minus 6 plus 2 will what? Plus minus minus, plus minus minus, so 6 minus 2 is what? 4. Now about this sign will be of the greater number, so here the greater number is minus 6, so it will be what? Minus 4. So now look, LHS equals RHS. Up to this clear? Now what will we write? We will write, therefore LHS equals RHS. So this is how we can verify whether LHS equals RHS, and the remaining two you can solve yourself. So this is for today's class, and stay safe, stay blessed, and we shall meet in our next class and conclude the remaining portions of our chapter 1.